Hello, this is Hannah with Hannah Crafted Gifts, and I have the first of my orders, pre-orders as a demonstrator from the brand new, not even released to the public yet, 2023 to 2024 annual catalog. So Stampin' Up, understandably, at this very busy time of year, got a little backed up, and I got all excited and thought that my order had shipped right away, and it was just the catalogs, which I'll show you real quickly. So I did get my catalogs about a week ago. I didn't do an unboxing for that because it was literally just a box of catalogs, which I can only show you the cover of. But there's the cover. Let me get the whole thing in view. Can't do it all at once, so sliding view. So this is it, and this will be launching on May 2nd, Tuesday, May 2nd, and I'll be doing a catalog launch party. So keep following me on Hannah Crafted Gifts at Facebook, and I will be going live that night at 8 p.m. to show all the rest of the catalog. But here are the things I got. So a few sneak peeks. First of all, I had to get some paper pumpkin blocks. These are D blocks. They're just a little thinner than the blocks you buy from the annual catalog for an upcoming event. So I got those. We'll get those out of the way. Those aren't new, but let's get to the new. Well, actually, let's get through some old first. Okay, so I've got the Tea Boutique cards and envelopes. These are part of the Last Chance product promotion. So when the new annual catalog comes out, some things retire from the current annual catalog, soon to be old annual catalog. And those things can go up to 60% off. So right now there are still things from the current annual catalog as well as the January to April mini catalog, which as the name suggests will also be retiring soon. And some things carry over, but the things that don't are only available while supplies last until the end of those catalogs. So till May 1st for the annual, until the end of this month of April for the mini. And again, can go up to 60% off. So I went ahead and got these while they were on sale and still available. And did I say available while supplies last or until those catalogs end, whichever comes first. They can sell out. So you get 4 of each color. So these were last year's in colors: Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, same design, just different colors with different patterns on the top and bottom. This is the Starry Sky. I was thinking Orchid Oasis. That's the last one. This is the, oh gosh, I'm blanking on our last in colors. Oh, it'll come to me. This is Orchid Oasis. That's the one I wanted to say earlier. Why won't this one come? Tahitian Tide. There it is. Okay. So those are, they've got the little flowers wrapping around the back. It looks like some different flowers actually that wrap around the back on those different colors. So those are the envelopes. It's 20 cards and envelopes. And I can't remember, I think this was one of the 60% off items. It was discounted. I just don't know if it was up to that full 60% that some items are. So again, you have the different patterns in the different colors, 4 of each for 20 total, with those 5 2022 to 2024 in colors. So that was one retiring product that I got. I also got these Lovely Layers vellum. So these are 3 3/4 by 5, and some have patterns and some are blank vellum, but I love using vellum on projects, and I thought the patterns were really neat. Oh good, it's already got a little tear. I was gonna say this is gonna be hard to get into. It's not torn in like a dysfunctional way, it's just the packaging has a little opening for me, which is helpful. All right, so let me show you these real quickly if you hadn't seen these in the last year from the annual catalog, and then we're gonna get to the new annual catalog stuff. If you're anxious, you can skip ahead. But I really love this sheet in particular. So let's see, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 of this kind of jungle design. Then I assume you get 5 of the kind of splotch dot border. 5 of this reminds me of like a mountain range looking out into the fading rolling hills. Oops, another one of those. And then this one with the circle, which I think is interesting. It looks like a doodle. And then here's all the blank ones. So really good deal on that as well, because that was discounted. And I checked and it was going to be a better deal even than just getting like the regular pack of vellum. All right, so here are the new 2023 to 2025 in colors. And I've got the paper here too, which we'll look at more closely to really see them. But let's see if I can remember these ones. So these are the Stampin' Right markers. They have, here I'll show you real quickly. I was just putting the box back together and I'm gonna open it up. So they have a pen tip and a brush tip. I tend to just use the brush tip, but see, you can have a 0.5 millimeter tip like for writing or coloring in very small spaces, and then the brush tip. I use these a lot of times to ink stamps instead of an ink pad. I will use the markers. Then you can get multiple colors on one stamp, or this is just a less expensive way to get all the colors in these marker packs and then see what you like and get the ink pads of the ones you like. So we got Copper Clay, I think it's called Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path. So I really like that these are more natural, neutral colors. And again, we'll look at the paper pack here so you can see those up close. My husband's going to be coming home in a minute. I just saw him come in the driveway out the window above me, so might hear the garage right now. And he might come busting in on us. So I warned him I was filming. We'll see. Might be saying a quick hello. All right, so here is the, again, 2023 to 2025 in color cardstock in 8.5 by 11. So you get 20 sheets for each of the 5 colors, which usually in these variety packs for the different color collections, you only get 2 of each color because of course there's 10 colors and you still only get 20 sheets. So you're getting more of the same color of each of the colors when you get the in color pack. And the whole idea of in colors, if you don't know, if you don't follow Stampin' Up, is every 2 years they come out with a new set of 5 that really reflect the current trends. And I don't know how they do it because they have to plan years in advance to produce this and market it and everything. And they are so on, despite that having to look ahead. I guess I've asked, and some people say, you know, it's partly because they're setting the trends, but they're also paying attention to trends that, you know, trickle their way from, say, like high fashion to things like crafting. So however they do it, they do a great job. And I really like when the in colors kind of are a collection in of themselves, like our core collections of regals, brights, subtles, and neutrals, where they kind of all go together, and these I really feel do. So here's the Pebbled Path. Hopefully you can see it. I've got natural light coming in the window. So it's a really, I would say, like true gray, like a medium taupey kind of gray. I really like that. I think it's going to be probably a little warmer than basic gray. But we can do some comparison in the future perhaps. I did see in the color reveal video that was for demonstrators from the Stampin' Up! Home office, they did some color comparisons, and it was interesting because even when you think like, oh, that looks just like whatever other color, current or retired, and when they hold them side by side, there really are differences. So Copper Clay reminds me a little bit of Cinnamon Cider, but it's definitely different. It's very warm, very kind of rusty. So I like that a lot. The Moody Mauve kind of reminded me of Rococo Rose, but I think it's got more purple in it. Wild Wheat, again, I think it's called Wild Wheat. It's definitely something wheat, and they're always alliteration. So WW, Wild Wheat, I think it is a real true mustard, definitely with some like green undertone. And then Boho Blue is this really dusty, but still has some life in it blue. I thought it would be a little bit more like slate or gray blue, but it definitely has life in it looking at it here in person. So, you know, you almost have like a blue, yellow, pink. I think the blue and pink go really well together. And then you have, you know, your gray, maybe your brown tone, and then that could almost be like a tan tone. So it's almost like you have like, let's see if I can do this with my fingers. You have like 3 neutrals and 3 colors, and Wild Wheat kind of plays on both teams. So hopefully that gives you a good sense, at least a better sense than maybe some of just the images that you're seeing online or what you see when you get your catalog. And when you see it in person, it certainly helps even more to really get the full effect of the color. All right, where am I putting all my stuff here? I don't know. Wherever I can find space. Okay, so then the next pack of markers I got are the new 2023 Core Color Collection. So these are not their own collection. Let me explain. We had a color refresh, or we're having a color refresh with this new annual catalog. So that means that some of the core collections, again, that's regals, brights, subtles, and neutrals. Some of those core colors that we've had for at least the last 5 years are being retired. And there are colors that are returning from past in-color offerings, or even past, I guess, having been part of the core collection in the past. And then there's some brand new colors that they are introducing. And so those will be worked into the regals, brights, subtles, and neutrals collections. If by the end of this video you don't know what our 4 color collections are, I'll certainly have said it enough. But it can be confusing, so if you have questions, let me know. I'm just teasing myself for repeating myself. But what you can do is you can buy just the new colors in markers, in ink pads, and in cardstock, which I'm about to show you, bundled. So that way you don't have to buy, for instance, a color collection like the Regals markers just to get the couple new colors that are part of that Regals collection. So this is not a color collection in of itself, but it is a bundled product. So if you already have all the markers of the returning colors to our core collection, you can just add in your new ones. Or again, same with cardstock, same with ink pads. So let's take a look at them. And again, we'll see if I can remember what all the colors are. Again, though, I think this will actually be better in paper. So real quick, I'll let you see it in the markers, but then let's actually go through the paper. And we'll see if I can remember their names. This is a good test for me. If I can get all the markers out. Okay, woo! Now they're coming out. Oh no, now they're going back in. If you're laughing at me, that's okay. Okay, so there's all the markers. Stampin' Write markers. I don't even know why I bothered to do that, because again, the paper is going to show us better. So I'll just set those down. Thanks for bearing with me here. Find my scissors. Okay, I lost one pair of scissors, so we'll get out the other pair. And we'll take a look at the paper. So because this is going to be, I believe it's 11 new colors. Let's count the markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, so this should be 22 sheets because it should be 2 of each. So this would actually be the most cardstock that you would get in a variety pack. When you buy just one color, a pack of just one color, like say, choose your favorite color. I like neutrals, so let's say crumb cake. It's going to come, I believe, with 24. And if you're buying very vanilla or basic white, you get even more, I think 40. But when you get these variety packs for each collection, you usually are just getting 2 of each color. But it gives you a good sampling to then see, again, what your favorites are and buy more of those. So I'm going to try to fan these out for us. So I kind of thought initially that they, well, it's just interesting to, kind of see the trend, like what colors they retired and what colors they're bringing back. I think they balanced the color collections a little better. Like, for instance, there's now a blue in every color collection. For a while there, since our last color refresh about 5 years ago, there hadn't been a blue in the Regals collection. I like having one of every color of the rainbow in each collection. So this, I believe, is a subtle part of the Subtles collection. It's called Lemon Lolly. I would say kind of like the boho blue. It's, a muted color, but it has some life to it. So I think that's a really good light yellow. And in a way, in my mind at least, this is replacing So Saffron, because that did retire, which was a much more kind of dull and almost like muddied yellow. I liked it. I don't mean that in a bad way. But this one is a little more pure and again has a little more life in it. This is another new color called Bubble Bath. And again, in a way, it's replacing Blushing Bride, which, like So Saffron, and maybe even more so, again, was kind of muddied pink. It was almost looked like a tan at times. And this one, I would say, is, very much like a kind of reminds me of baby pink or like ballet pink color. Then here, this is a returning in color from a few years ago, Lemon Lime Twist. I heard this was one of the most popular colors ever in Stampin' Up! History. And the way they know popular is primarily through sales, I think. But then also what they see being used. So, if a color you loved retired, it's just a good reminder. This is what Stampin' Up! Told us demonstrators, like, use the colors you love, buy the colors you love, so they'll stay around. It is maybe similar, again, at least not holding them side by side to Parakeet Party, one of our current in colors carrying over from last year, but of course that'll retire in a year. So now we'll have a lime, as the name suggests, lemon lime, green, that will stay around in the core collection. This is Fresh Freesia, and I'm really glad this stayed. This is one of the in colors that would have been retiring this year, but it's carrying over into the core collection. Again, as a subtle, I believe this is a bright. If it's not, I'd be so surprised. I believe this is a subtle, and it's a true light purple, which I feel like we needed. And so I'm really glad. Sorry, I realized I'm pointing to these, but my hand might be a little low, so let me move up a little bit. So in case you've missed it, we're going in this order. So really glad that carried over. This is called, something Azure. Oh, I hope it'll come to me, but something Azure. And in, again, a way, this is replacing, no one's used that language like officially, but that's just in my mind, that this is replacing Pacific Point, which I would say is a little lighter, not quite as deep as Pacific Point. This is probably in the Brights collection, I would think. Although maybe this is what they put in the Regals, I can't remember now. They also shuffled around some colors from, their collection they had been into a new collection. But This is a really, I would say, bright, not electric, like, what am I thinking of? Not neon blue, but a bright medium blue. This one, ooh, what is this one? Kind of looks like soft suede, but it's not. I can't remember what that one is. I'll have to come back to that one. I may have to look that one up. This one is new, brand new color. So far, I think the only returning one has been, I almost said Parakeet Party, that's the one it looks like, Lemon Lime Twist. This is called Pecan Pie, and Soft Suede retired. This one, I feel like is maybe a little lighter, a little brighter, not quite as dark as Soft Suede was, but again, a good medium brown tone. This is a returning in color that I loved. Again, I'm pointing out of camera, sorry, because I'm trying to look at them. This is Misty Moonlight, again, from a couple years ago in colors. Really loved that color, a good like denim color. And then this was the same time as Lemon Lime Twist. This is called Berry Burst. And it reminds me a little bit, but again, side by side, I'm sure they'd look different, of Magenta Madness. This one would definitely have more purple in it. Very lively color. This one, can't remember that one either. Okay, so far we have to remember this one and this one to come back to. And this is Pretty Peacock. This was even a few more years ago, an in color. And that is just such a rich kind of green blue. It reminds me of the Mediterranean. So let me look up those ones that I can't remember. Let me get my catalog here. Again, I can't show it to you, but I can remind myself, because I didn't get an A+ on this quiz, did I? So let's see which ones I missed. All right, so you can see them all here. Okay, good. So we've got, here's the ones that are in the brights. Lemon Lime Twist, which is returning. Azure Afternoon is in the brights, and Berry Burst is in the brights. Okay, and then new to the neutrals is returning Misty Moonlight and Pecan Pie, which is brand new. Then being added to the Regals collection is the returning Pretty Peacock and Blueberry Bushel. Okay, this was an in color a few years ago as well. So that is Blueberry Bushel, which I don't think I described. So that is, I would say, a bright royal blue. And then we've got in the Subtles collection, the brand new Lemon Lolly. This is a returning one, Lost Lagoon. Apparently that was very popular too. And I said it kind of reminded me of Soft Suede, but it would have more blue in it than that. It's again, kind of a teal, like a lighter version of Pretty Peacock. Those would probably go quite well together as buddy colors. And then also in the Subtles collection is the returning Fresh Freesia and the new Bubble Bath. So there you have it. Hopefully you followed that, and hopefully it's helpful to see all these new core collection colors. So thank you so much for watching. More to come. This is all I got so far from the new catalog. Demonstrators do get to pre-order about a month ahead of any catalog, but it is limited. We only have certain things we can choose from. And so there are lots more things that I like in the annual catalog that I'll be able to buy along with you all starting on May 2nd. And again, I'll be showing everything in the catalog at my catalog launch party. You'll also be able to win prizes at that, especially if you invite friends. So invite anyone and everyone you know. It's a free party. Again, it's going to be on my Facebook page, Hannah Crafted Gifts on Facebook. And I would love to see you there, 8 p.m. on May 2nd to watch live. You can watch on replay, but those prizes will only be offered for a little while. So watch it as soon as you can and be excited to see all the new things. I know I'm excited to share them with you. So thank you for watching. Please like this video if you did, comment, and I'll reply. And the most helpful thing you can do is subscribe to this channel for more and share this with others you think may be interested. But as I always say and always mean, whatever you choose to do or not, thank you for your support and happy crafting.